Now, before I go any further, I want to let you all know something. I only watched this show because I wanted to see how it really was. I didn't actually know it was a card game anime until after I read the summary, until I finished the first episode. So anyways, let's begin with the actual anime review of Majin Boon. My first episode impressions of this, it's a bad animation of an anime. It's really bad for this day and age. I mean, this is very poor quality for animation. It reminded me of early 2000 type animation. I mean, this quality, I guess, is acceptable, but for people that are looking for animation to actually watch their anime, I guess, don't come here to watch Majin Boon. Now, since I pretty much just trashed the animation, let's go on to the overall characters and plot. The plot so far is still trying to work itself out, let alone since it's the first episode. They're trying to introduce the characters, the overall plot, what's going on. But there's one thing that really bugged me about this. The characters feel very cliche or just very standard for this type of series, or let alone anime in general. I mean, the main male character show doesn't seem to have anything interesting of qualities. He doesn't seem to stand out. He doesn't actually just portray as a character you want to know more about. Along with the girl that's beside him that I don't know her name, sadly enough, but pretty much we don't know exactly anything about these characters, and it's like I don't really care because they're just not interesting enough to actually draw you in. The overall plot, what I can see is the main character is hearing a strange noise, and it leads into looking at a freaking rock. When he puts his hand on the rock, it just shatters like freaking sharpnel, or whatever you want to call it. It was fucking crazy, and I laughed my ass off there. I'm not gonna joke, you know I don't like this anime, and I probably dropped it. I'm just gonna tell you that I did laugh at a couple scenes, especially like the freaking magazine scene, or the freaking just the way the boulder explodes. But besides that, there's really no factors in this anime that really drug me in. Now, this is just from my standard point of view. I'm not saying that this anime is just garbage and bad. It's lacking in the animation department. The characters are uninteresting, and I feel like the overall plot has been done before. And then the CGI with the freaking fighting scenes just do not do well. Honestly, the CGI is really bad. It's just really grotesque to look at in this type of series, especially when you have horrible, like, animation type quality. It looks, reminds you of, like, 2000 type quality to, like, crappy CGI. It just feels very out of place. It really does. And then one thing I didn't like is the way the freaking episode ends on our main character screaming, and then you have to have that voiceover with the other characters that we don't know nothing about that's been watching our main character the entire episode. Says, oh, he's the hero of prophecy and all that, and he's just sitting there screaming his lungs out. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? So I was laughing just because of how bad the characters were. But overall, this is a series I am not going to continue watching. I just wanted to give a first episode impressions just to see if anyone is interested in this. Overall, I guess this has potential to be interesting for the younger audience. If you're looking for a very in-depth plot that makes you think and definitely has great qualities that just drags you in, I don't think this anime really has nothing much to offer all of you. Now, I know this is basically based on a card game, so it's probably going to evolve into like CGI type card fights, which will it's not my cup of tea, or a cup of coffee, actually. I like coffee better. But, I mean, I've watched enough Yu-Gi-Oh! In the past. I remember the original Yu-Gi-Oh! I've had enough of my card game type anime, so I don't feel like I really find any interest in this. So, overall, I would say that it's not necessarily garbage. I mean, we've seen worse last season, okay? Hamatora and freaking Pupa and Norin. But I don't see it. I don't see that spark of life in this series for myself. So anyways, everybody, this is going to be the end of my first anime review of this season of Majin Boon. Tell me your thoughts on this anime. Do you have the same impressions as I do? Did you even watch this series? I mean, let me know in the comments below. And everybody, I love you so much. Chibi out.